Hi, this is Rajiv from ComplyGate. Today we are going to talk about share code for right to work checks. On an average day, we get about 1,000 website hits and more than 50 phone calls where employers and job seekers ask us questions like how can they create a share code? How can they share a share code with their employer? How can they prove their right to work in the UK using a share code? And also, how can employers check the right to work information for their prospective employees using a share code? And many more. So, we thought of putting a video together to answer some of the most frequently asked questions regarding share code. Share code only supports if you have a biometric residence permit or card, if someone has a status issued under the EU settlement scheme, which is frequently known as EUSS, if someone has a status issued under the points based immigration system like skilled worker visa, student visa, etc., BNO visa, which is a British National Overseas Visa, or if you have a frontier worker permit. So people who fall under these categories, they can only create a share code online and share it with their employers. Go to Google and search for prove your right to work to an employer. So the first link here, prove your right to work to an employer. Click on the link and click on start now. So you can use this service if you have a UK visas and immigration account, if you have a status under the EU settlement scheme, or if you have a biometric residence permit or card. So we are going to use option third here. Continue. Now, what we will need two things. We will need the biometric residence permit number, which is on the right top corner, and we'll also need the date of birth. So this is the result we get. Uh, I am allowed to work in the UK, and there is no limit on how long I can stay in the UK. Once you go to the bottom of the page, it shows to share your details with an employer, you need to create a share code. Click on continue, and this is the share code. You can also share the share code to an employer by email. So click and add the email address of the employer, just info at complygate.co.uk, and click on continue. Hit send, and an email has been triggered to an employer with the details of the share code. Go to Google and search for view a job applicant's right to work details. The first link here, gov.uk, click on the link and start now. Now, as an employer, your employee must have provided you with a share code, uh, which you may have received on the email as well. So we did try to send an email to info@complygate. So let's see if we have received an email or not. So yeah, info@complygate, we have received an email, and this is the share code. Simply copy the share code, add the share code here. Now you will need to add the date of birth of the employee. Click on continue. And you will need to add the name of the organization. So in this case, ComplyGate is doing the right to work check. So we'll add ComplyGate Limited. Oh, sorry, it's ComplyGate Limited. Continue. And now this is the details. So they can work in the UK. They can work in any job. There is no limit on how long they can stay in the UK. Now you see here there's a reference number, there's a date of the check, and you can also download a report. But you must make sure while you are doing the check that the person you meet the person face to face, and the photo uh, on this online result matches the person who is standing in front of you. And that's it. You can just download a copy of the PDF and file it somewhere safe.